Larry Rio is a local boxer who has quite the following on social media. He is not wanted in connection to that cold case. In fact, it's unclear if prosecutors ever pursued charges against him. He is wanted on is a federal probation violation. Year-old Larry Rio, a convicted felon who turned popular on social media, is now wanted by the United States Marshals Service. Rio's case dating back to 2015. Federal court documents show he was arrested in Baltimore, Maryland, months after.
Man, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. And Slim, today, I'm going to give y'all some insight on how hits is put together in the penitentiary, you feel me? Today, I'm going to give y'all how Whitey Bulger got unalived at the jail I was at, Hazelton Penitentiary, you feel me? This is going to give y'all insight on how we outsmart the police and also how you're not safe in prison. You feel me? It don't matter if a CO is in there or not, because this right here is going to show you how we outsmart them. You feel me? Man, my day ones go hit the like button because I'm going smack into it. So Whitey Bulger was a mob hit boy out Boston. You feel me? But he also was an FBI informant. You feel me? He was in the streets. He was unaliving people, chopping people up, all this and that. He was a serious dude. You feel me? But he also was working with the FBI. So, make a long story short, it was a green light on him. You feel me? Now, Hazelton Penitentiary, the yard that he got unalived on, he could not be on that yard, bro. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't been on that yard, bro. And this shows right here, he was only on the yard for a couple hours. But the only reason he was on that yard for a couple hours is because they put him in the cell. So listen, I'm gonna explain this. When the buses come, I don't think none come on Friday. I don't know. I can't forget. But buses come throughout the week. A bus pull up. Now, when the bus come, these are inmates coming from getting sentenced from their county jails or their holding facilities and after losing trial. They might be starting their bid, or this might be somebody coming from another prison. Because when you get in trouble at another prison, you'll have to be in the hold for 3 to 6 months, or however you in the hold, then you get shipped to a new jail. So here it is, this bus right here is coming in. Every time a bus come in, bro, it's a high chance that we gonna be on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be like 20 inmates coming off this joint. Now, it might be like 30. Man, 15 or 10 of them used to check in when we get to Hazelton. Y'all gotta check out my first joint, my first date in federal penitentiary. I came with about 30 dudes. Only like 10 or 15 of us went to the unit. Everybody else checked in because they be scared to come to this jail. People don't want to be at this jail. You feel me? They checked in. They're gonna get sent to another jail. They're gonna get on another bus and go to another jail. So when these buses come in, mind you, dudes have been doing time and also have street beefs. Like DC be having street beefs because DC's so closed in and so many people. So we be knowing when the bus come, we'll go to the window, we'll run to the window, be looking out the window, seeing the dudes walk up. And certain dudes be like, man, I know Slim. I'm trying to remember where I know him from. When dudes see him, oh man, we gotta get him off the yard. He a rat, he this and that. So we'll see the dudes coming in. You know what I'm saying? If we already locked in, because like me, I came in when we was already locked in the cell. You feel me? So I went straight to my cell. But it's dudes in the window, they looking. You know what I'm saying? They looking like, hey, where you from, bro? I'm from DC, bro. Like, all right, where you from, bro? I'm from New York, son. You know what I'm saying? You coming on the unit, you know what I mean? And that's how it goes. So now with this bus load, it may be enemies or rats, you know what I'm saying, on this joint. So, man, always be a problem when them buses pull up, you feel me? And here it is, this bus coming in here today. Whitey Bulger is on the joint. A known FBI informant. And I knew about this guy before he even came to the jail. You understand what I'm saying? Before he came to this jail. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Eyes get laid on him. You know what I'm saying? It's late at night though. You feel me? Everybody in their cells. You feel me? He's in the wheelchair, so he gotta go to the wheelchair cell anyway. You know what I mean? Down on the bottom floor, you get a big cell. You feel me? So here it is. He come in. People recognize him. I know the Caucasians recognize him. They recognize him that night. Man, that's Bob, you know, boom, bam. So I'm like, in their head, I already know what they thinking. We gonna get him in the morning when the doors pop. They went smack at him when the doors pop in the morning. You know why? Because let me tell you this. It shifts, okay, shifts. It shifts. It's all right. It's count at 4 o'clock. So they switch shift at 3:30. No, they switch shift, 3:30, 3 o'clock, they switch shifts. And that shift is from 4 all the way to 11. 11, they switch shifts. 10:30, they switching shifts. So from 11, the next shift is like from 11 to 7. You feel me? You know what I mean? And then they switch shifts, you feel me? You know what I mean? And it goes on. But this night shift where this bus come in at, they sweet. They sweet. They want to go in the office, go to sleep. You might be in your cell with somebody and be getting underlined. They ain't even, depending on what police, because you have to know what police is on deck too. You know what I mean? We know the police as soon as they coming in. We be like, oh, Miss Johnson here, bro. Miss Johnson might do a lot around. She might like walking around, you know what I mean? Or Miss Johnson might be like, I ain't going nowhere. Miss Johnson might sit in the office, so we have fun. We be like, oh yeah, Miss Johnson here. We ain't got no high police. Or you might get a dude named Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson like to do rounds and walk around, so we have to make sure all the knives put up, you know what I mean? Move a certain type of way, because Mr. Johnson want to come around, open your cell up. Man, what you doing in there? What's going on? Knock on your door when you got your window covered up, you know what I'm saying? He smells smoke. He might want to say, why smoking in here? You know what I'm saying? Now, CO is not like that, by the way, you know what I'm saying? So here it is, you got to know the police, you know what I'm saying? This night shift, everybody that has the night shift, they sweet, bro. They sweet. All right, so look, they see Whitey Bulger come in. Boom. The plan is made right there. When these doors crack, we getting up on him straight up, because it's easy. You know why? Because look, they pop our doors at 6 o'clock. Bang, 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 6 o'clock. Now everybody's gonna come out. They're gonna try to hit the computer. You know what I'm saying? Hit the computer and do what they do. You know what the police gonna do, bro? They're gonna go back in the office, maybe close the door and go back to sleep. They're gonna go to sleep, bro. They're gonna go to sleep, bro. They is gonna go to sleep. So while all the inmates moving around and stuff, you know what I mean? They in their sleep. So that's the best time to hit them, and that's the best time they did. Now, they got that calculator, Slim. So here they is, Slim in a wheelchair. They ain't about to let them come up out of that joint. They go up in the cell, boosh, go up in the cell and have fun with them. Boom, 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 boom. Why they doing that? Guess what? The police got to go outside for child. So they had enough time to get them and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But they go outside and for child, you know what I'm saying? Be outside for a minute. You know what I mean? From 6. They're gonna stay in the office all the way from like 6 to maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock. Only one of them gonna come out. They're gonna let one of the kitchen workers, people who work, they're gonna let them out. Boom, go back in the office, go to sleep. Then they call child time, maybe 7:30ish, 7:30ish. Can't remember the time for real. Been home for a minute. So 7:30, 7ish, they letting child out. Boo. So child, and when they call child, they is out front. They is out front the whole time. They out front the whole time, so can't nobody hear you screaming or none of that, you feel me? It's nothing going, you can't hear no screams, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they out front. That whole time, we in there doing stuff. We moving stuff. People be moving wines from another cell. All right, the police outside, come on. They grab the wine, take the wine to another cell, or take the wine to the shower and hide it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a beef like this, you go up in the cell. Go up in the cell, y'all in there, getting it in. You boom, 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 boom. You know why? Because now you got to get this in. You got enough time window. It's a time window. Go ahead, do what you got to do and roll out. And that's what they did. They went in the cell. They handled Slim. And then they put him back in the bed. They put him back in the bed. That's another thing, too. That's why they do stand-up count at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Because guys they do boom, 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 put him out. And then put him back in the bed like he sleep. You feel me? Then they slide off. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. We know that they not coming back in here till about 8 o'clock. And when they do come back in here, they have to do a round, because they know they've been outside for a minute, ain't nothing, you know what I mean? They don't know what's going on. So here you go, they do their round. They came around the Slim door, saw it. So I guess they saw blood or something in the cell and hit the button. Boop, boop. Hit the deuces. All the police, lock in. Everybody got to go to their cell. But the dudes is already finished. They didn't already cut up their clothes. Flush it. See, when you get blood on your clothes and stuff, you cut it up with a razor. Then you flush it down the toilet. No evidence, no DNA, you feel me? Go ahead, you know what I mean? Boom. You know what I mean? But they're going to rewind them cameras, and you know what I'm saying? They rewind the cameras and they got everybody involved. Now the guy, and this is what made me respect dudes too, because the guy that did this, bro, I was on the unit with him, bro. I know him, you know what I'm saying? He be chill. You wouldn't even think you know what I'm saying? He be cooling. He's not too loud. He's not one of the loud Caucasians, you know what I'm saying? He be laid back, be spending the yard. He had life. He was a lifer, you know what I'm saying? But he was a serious dude, bruh. He was a serious dude, bruh. And this is how the prisoners outsmart the correctional officers. It's no way that you're going to be safe in that joint, because you got correctional officers that's laid back, relaxed, and it's just going to look for an open window of when to charge or take you know what I'm saying, to take the hit out, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they caught Slim came in, they saw him. He's getting hit. As soon as the doors cracked in the morning, they went in that joint. They let the doors open at 6 o'clock. They probably went in there like 6:10. You hear me? They went in there. The doors cracked at 6 o'clock. They went in there at 6:10. They definitely ain't want him to come out that cell and have to take him back in the cell. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's how they got Slim, man. Police didn't find him. Said they said they worked him for 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saw on camera. That's all they needed. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't found him till 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So he was partying that joint, bleeding out. You know what I mean? Yeah, and this is how hits is put together. This is how inmates outsmart the police. You feel me? Man, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin.